that she's your father? I really do. And if it's not, why you can't prove me wrong? Like, it's not as far as a proving me wrong thing. It's go to the courtroom and basically do what everybody else would have to do. Like, it's not, you don't have to prove me wrong. I just want the truth. Honestly, I can take a no. I can take, if I'm embarrassed at the end of the day, I can take that.
So Jay-Z is back in the spotlight, and not for music. A judge just gave the green light for Rymir, the man claiming to be Jay-Z's secret son, to move ahead with his paternity case. And now, Jay-Z has to respond to the court by July 18th. No dodging this one. And guess who's pouring gas on this situation? 50 Cent, of course. No shock there. But now, even Nicki Minaj is in on it. She reposted 50's post on X and added, "Is this why he was trending the other day? I don't know. To God be the glory." And it doesn't stop there. Word on the street is Beyonce's allegedly trying to shut this whole thing down. According to Rymir's godmother, she's been calling shots behind the scenes again. But here's where things start getting real messy. Some reports claim the judge pushed this case forward because Jay-Z's allegedly tied up in something way darker, rumors of him covering up a shady scheme involving immoral transport that supposedly led to the birth of Rymir, the man saying he's his son. And now folks are talking, saying Jay-Z's been dodging the whole thing because deep down, he knows the truth. What's wild is that Jay-Z is usually quick to lawyer up when someone throws dirt on his name. Remember how fast he shut down those wild claims about him and other guy being involved in something terrible with a 13-year-old? He didn't waste a second clearing that up. But now, he's silent when it comes to Rymir. This case has taken so many twists, it's hard to keep up. Word is, Jay-Z's legal team has been doing the most to bury this situation, but Rymir might finally get that paternity test. Yep, insiders say the judge has officially allowed the case to move forward. Things are heating up fast. I got my hands on the official court docs, and it's all in black and white. The judge straight up wrote, "Respond to the latest filing by Lily Coley versus Sean Corey Carter." The court granted the ex parte application and officially pushed Jay-Z's deadline to reply until July 18th, 2025. It's locked in. No more delays.
Came when a friend of mine who knew her, somebody in her camp,
Okay.
and she said something supposedly, this is all hearsay,
Okay.
about regarding saying Rymir needs to go away little boy, something to that effect. There was something out there
Right.
with the song they made. And then next thing I know, somebody was at my property. Somebody came to my property in the evening time and had a conversation about trying to get in.
Now here's where it gets personal. Rymir's been saying for years that his mom, Wanda, hooked up with Jay-Z back in 1992. It allegedly happened at Jay's aunt's apartment in Brooklyn after he picked her up from Philly. She said they used protection, but it failed, and that's how she ended up pregnant. After that, Jay-Z supposedly visited once more 2 weeks later, then vanished. Wanda never saw him again and had no way to reach out. Rymir said he first found out Jay-Z might be his dad when he was about 8, after his mom finally told him the truth. At first, her live-in boyfriend, Robert Graves, was listed as the father on Rymir's birth certificate. But that got thrown out in 2011 after a DNA test proved he wasn't the biological dad. The story's been out there, but now the courts are finally listening.
Got these lawyers that just frauding and pit anything they doing, anything they want basically in the courtroom, and the judges is just allowing this to go on. I honestly believe that both of them should be hold it responsible for this, because you guys, this is you guys' job, and if the judge can't see this or overlook it, I can understand a mistake, but just throughout the years, this continue to overlook fraud is just craziness to me. Like, come on, it's right there in your face. If you can't.
Wanda told Rymir that she had only ever been with 2 men, Robert and Jay-Z. And since the DNA test ruled Robert out, boom, that leaves only one option, Jay-Z. But here's where it really starts getting serious. Jay-Z has allegedly been refusing to take that paternity test because back when he reportedly hooked up with Wanda, she was just 16 and he was 22. That would cross the legal line big time. Wanda's godmother even brought this up before. She said, "I got a call from his in-house lawyer, and they were very helpful, and we thought we would resolve this privately. They even talked about Ram's music talent and whether it was a good time to put him on his record label. but he had to finish high school. So I said no. Suddenly, different lawyers got involved, and their attitude completely changed. I think they realized there was more at stake for Sean, given that Wanda was not of age child. And here's the jaw dropper. If Jay-Z is confirmed to be the father, that would mean he allegedly took a 16-year-old Wanda across state lines from Philly to Brooklyn, where the encounter happened. That's a serious legal problem if proven true. And that right there could open up a whole new legal mess.
And see that, then I don't know what else we can do to help you guys believe that it's something crazy going on with this case. Honestly, I just want everybody in the world just to keep their eyes open and just watch things that happen, that just like how things unfold, because it's crazy. It really is crazy. These judges, these lawyers, this fraud, collusion.
See, Wanda did try to make Jay-Z take responsibility way back. She even filed a civil lawsuit asking for child support. But the case got thrown out because it was filed in the wrong state, and she never filed it again. Jay-Z's lawyer at the time said Jay had no legal interest when it came to custody of Rymir, so Wanda couldn't push the case forward. That's when Rymir stepped up and took the fight into his own hands. But things got shady. Rymir said he kept hitting walls in court because Jay-Z was allegedly paying off lawyers and judges to keep the whole thing buried. Rymir got so fed up, he took the fight all the way to the Supreme Court. But the Supreme Court rejected it, said they didn't have the power to reopen cases from the appeals court or unseal anything from trial court. Still, Rymir didn't back down. He refiled in the appellate division of the New Jersey Superior Court. This guy's not giving up. But even with all that momentum, the journey's been rough. Jay-Z's legal team argued hard that he shouldn't be forced to take a DNA test in New Jersey, claiming he never owned or lived at a property there. And legally, that made it almost impossible for Rymir to make Jay-Z take the test. But here's where it gets wild. Rymir just dropped receipts. He posted proof that Beyonce's own mother, Tina, admitted in her book that Jay-Z did have property in New Jersey during the time all this was going down. So that argument, crumbling fast. Now, all the legal dodging might finally hit a wall because the judge gave the green light. The case is officially moving forward. And Rymir's got a whole army backing him this time, with thousands cheering him on to finally get the truth out. And he's not alone anymore. 50 Cent and Nicki Minaj are both helping to turn up the volume.
Really can't. I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. I could take me being embarrassed. Like, just can't take nobody not saying nothing. Like, you know, it's not fair. I was 7. My mom had to sit down with me. I guess she thought I was old enough to know now, and she didn't say Sean Carter. That's what she was calling him at first before she was calling him Jay-Z. And I really didn't know who that was because I was young and, you know, had my little brother, and I really wasn't worrying about it. She was saying.
And when I say Nicki's going hard at Jay, she is not letting up. She even posted her own expose after sharing an interview with Dree Hadley, the estranged daughter of Roc Nation's CEO, Desiree Perez. Dree, who's suing her mom for allegedly having her committed, claimed Roc Nation tried to silence Nicki and destroy her freedom of speech. Things are spiraling fast. Dree Hadley didn't stop there. She claimed Roc Nation went after Nicki Minaj's entire family. From her husband to her child, they were allegedly targeted. And she said this kind of power move should scare every American watching. Nicki herself hasn't been staying quiet either. She's been going off the last few days, saying she's been professionally sabotaged by Jay-Z and his circle. According to her, that's the real reason she's held back from dropping new music. She even claimed that someone out there is trying to wreck her marriage to Kenneth Petty by feeding him lies. Lies backed by folks with serious influence. Nicki also revealed that her social media and even her fans' accounts are being shadow banned. Like there's a clear plan to hurt her brand and silence her voice. And to top it all off, she dropped a bomb, saying Jay-Z still owes her money. Now she's jumped into Rymir's corner, adding fuel to the fire and turning up the heat, calling for Jay-Z to finally take that DNA test. With everything unfolding, it's actually looking like Jay-Z might finally be forced to take that DNA test, and Rymir could finally get the answers he's been chasing for years. But while a lot of people are rooting for him, others are raising eyebrows. wondering what Rymir really wants out of all this. Is it money? Is it fame? Or is it just the truth? According to Rymir, it's deeper than all that. He recently said this case isn't about Jay-Z accepting him or trying to play dad after all this time. It's about how the legal system failed him and his family, how corrupt court orders drained their money and denied them fair treatment. Rymir said those fraudulent court orders are still being used to get money out of them, and even led to illegal liens being slapped on their home. He's been loud and clear. I don't want money or anything like that from Jay-Z. I just want him to finally tell the truth to the world. If you say I'm not your son and nothing ever happened with my mom, then just take the test. That's all he's asking for, the truth, out in the open. If Jay-Z's really telling the truth, then why is the answer always no when he's asked to take a paternity test? That's the question Rymir's been asking for years, and all he wants is to clear up a few major things. First, Rymir says Jay-Z allegedly took Wanda across state lines when she was just 16, from Philly to Brooklyn, where the encounter happened. Second, he claims Jay-Z's lawyers lied in court, saying they misspoke to dodge accountability. Third, Jay-Z has denied everything in court, even though there were attempts to settle it privately way back. And fourth, this is where it gets scary. Rymir said someone actually tried to take him out after he filed the civil suit. He shared pics of his car after it got shot at, claiming something was planted inside, and he got pulled over soon after. Those are serious accusations, and they line up a little too well with the same intimidation tactics DeMar Hadley said were used against her, by none other than Roc Nation's CEO, Desiree Perez. It's giving pattern, no doubt about it. Things are heating up fast, and with the court now demanding a response from Jay-Z, we might finally get some real answers. If you're hooked like we are, hit that like button, subscribe for more updates, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about it.